Before we start this video, just need everyone to know that no Hondas were destroyed in the making of this video. So let's get to it. Welcome to Bucket's Garage. Today, told you I'd be back. Today's video is going to be on a C70 Honda. I mean, well, maybe I'll get it running in this video, but maybe the next video. But there's something I want to do. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I want to put tiny wheels on here. Yes, I know. I can see the look on Camera Girl's face. And those are the wheels right there I want to put on. The reason for being, because I was just looking up bikes on the internet. You know me, I'm just always searching around. And I was looking at stuff in Thailand, stuff in Japan. Some of the cool bikes that got Japan and never made it over here are like, I want it. Why? Why can't I have something like that? I want something that's cool. Let's go to Japan. Come on, Camera Girl. We can make a lot of videos at you. Which you know we got no money to do that, I know. I want to go too. Let's sell this bike. We'll go to Japan.
Okay.
It's probably a lot more money than that. Probably gonna have to sell my truck and yours maybe to go to Japan and spend a week there.
Not my truck, you won't.
So anyway, guys, today I saw those pictures online and he looked really cool. And I think they done a little cut down on the fender and they moved it in. And the front fender's missing on here anyhow. So I'm gonna put them on. Let's see what it looks like. I told you I'm gonna do something stupid. Why not? Let's mess around. Let's have some fun. All right. So today's video, 1981 Honda C70. We're gonna put some wheels on it. Let's get ready for this video, guys. And I gotta get this off the lift in order to get it up there. Woo! Here we go. As I raise this thing up a bit. This is a 1981 Honda C70. Yeah, I haven't even tried starting it yet. I never even kicked it over, see if it even, the motor, this thing keeps bumping me in the head. Yeah, that's better. So I haven't tried to kick it over or nothing. I just got this bike when I was doing generators during that storm. A gentleman had this funny story. I put a whole house generator that I never was going to hook up, and don't have gas, so I'm like, I'll put it on Facebook. So this guy messaged me and goes, "Hey, I see you like 70s." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "You want to do a trade?" I go, "You got my attention." He goes, and he sends me a picture, goes, "I'll send you a picture," and he sends me a picture of this. I go, "Yeah, you got me. Okay, let's trade. Bring it over." That's what happened. So he traded for this bike for the generator. Yeah, because I am just a sucker for these small passports and Hondas, you know. Trail 70s mostly. So let's see if this thing, hey, kicks over. But today, I'm going to do something I saw on the internet. One time, a long time ago, I was looking on the internet and I saw this picture of what they did in Thailand with a couple of these things, and it was pretty awesome. What we're going to do is put some small Trail 70 wheels on here. Yeah, I told you I'm going to do something stupid. Why not? I'm not going to ruin nothing. I'm not going to cut nothing. It measures out the same between here, 6.5. And the Trail 70 is about 6.5, maybe a little bit over. Hey, we're going to try it, see what it looks like. And the wheels, since I got so many of these things laying around, I'm not even going to paint them. I'm going to match the bike. So I'm going to put a dirty one on there. Let's put this on. Got to find a brake hub. I think this brake hub's the same. Well, we're going to find out. Because we're going to start doing this right now. Yeah, let's have some fun. I'm going to get take off the rear wheel. Got to get this pin out. Cotter key. Get that out of there. I do believe that's 17. Sure is. Gotta find my impact here. Takes that off. I'm probably gonna need to take that off, so it's gonna be kind of weird how this is all gonna work. Let's see if I can make sure it lines up and all that stuff. So, let's get that little puppy off. I'll find my little brass hammer here. Oh, the brass hammer turned into steel. What happened? I think I'm going to loosen that too at the same time. I should loosen these bolts too. Get them loose. Oh, someone didn't use a 10 millimeter. What did they use? Looks like maybe 12 or 11. Nope, they used 11. They standardized it. They put a standard bolt on there. Standard adjustment. Hey, it's whatever you can to get going, I guess. Get you riding again. Ooh, that one's even bigger. Move up to 12. Oh, man. 12 millimeter socket's mission there, man. Yep, it's not a 12. Well. Alright, so let me get this back wheel off for you guys. I don't want to bore you with this. Just watching me take a wheel off. That's not no fun. Let's see the end results. Let me get this yeah, I'm using a pair of pliers here. Let me get this rear wheel off, and I'll show you mounting the new wheel on. I got the wheels set up here. Before I'm going to have to use, I was noticing how long this was. Right here. This is for the C70. C70. This one here is the Trail 70. There's quite a bit of a difference here. Look how much higher this one sits than that one. You really can't tell from here. But this one sits much lower, so I'm going to have to use this one. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one, but I'm also going to put new brake pads on it. So if I do ride it, at least I have good brakes. Also, another thing I think I'm going to have to do is, yeah, got to flip that around. Maybe. Well, maybe not. Anyhow, we're going along here, getting ideas as I'm going, and you're with me. At least my back's feeling better. Get me on steroids for those bad boys. Tell you what, being on those steroids, holy buckets, they make you sweat. It makes you hot, man. Now if I could just get that in there. Yeah, that one fell out. Now you're going to have to spread this just a little bit. There it goes. Get that in there. Come on. What's going on there, guys? Oh, I forgot the chain. There. That's all right. I'll just take the link out. Put it on that one. That should be a lot easier. All right. Brake rubbing. What's it rubbing on? Oh, I see. Rubbing on the bolt for that. You know, I never put air in these tires. I don't know if they're going to work or not, those tires. Now on this side, well, I think it looks kind of cool there, guys. Looking pretty neat. I'm going to leave that original bolt in case I ever want to put the original tires back on. Rims. Well. So, what I'm going to do is get all this hooked up. I got to get this hooked up. I might need the shorter one. Possibly. I'll let you know the progress on that. And, let's be on our way. Now, before I forget to tell you, when I did these brakes, I put the brake pads on. I had to switch this here to match this. And then what I also had to do on here on the Honda, I had to grind down, there's a flat spot for this to sit into, because it only goes on one way. So I ground it down, and I did it before I can even show you. But you could kind of see where I ground it down right there. Ground that stump off there. So I can actually mount it the same way this was. So now they match. That way I could do the braking. This is not going to work. I took this off. This is just a retractor for that. Well, guys, got the wheel on. Lines up good. Right down the path. Brakes seem to work. Wheel turns. Probably needs a little grease on that chain. I haven't even started this thing up and see if it actually runs. The guy says it runs, so. But I think this is going to look kind of cool. I'm going to work on that front wheel now. Let's see what that thing does. Now I just want to know what the clearance is going to be on the ground. That fairing might just scratch. Hey, it'd be a low rider. Well, guys, I'm taking the front end off because that's a Trail 70 front forks. Because it has the wider space. Trying to figure this out because, you know, the wheel's not going to fit inside that thing. It's more narrow. I measured this. This is the same width as the Trail 70. 7 inches. So that'll fit in. Problem is, the pipe is a little higher, which I have a template over here of this one. And that is actually a lot longer by another inch. So, and then I'm also going to have to figure out is right here with the triple tree going across. It's going to have to be, because this is all going to be eliminated. Put a triple tree here, and then this has to be mounted to the triple tree for all this to be connected again for the steering safely. And then this here too. So, little bit of figuring out to do here. It's not just slap it together and change the design of it. So, hey, I want to figure this out because I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know why. I just like it, the way it looks. It's neat. Something different. And this bike's pretty rough shape, but I'm not cutting nothing on this frame. I'm not destroying it. I'm keeping everything all together. There's the wheel there. That wheel. I'll put everything in a box. So if this ever wanted to get restored, it can get restored to its original. All right. Well, I'm going to take all this stuff off here, play around with it some more, and see what I can come up with. Now we're going to take this front end off. Because I have to. I got to change the front end because that front wheel ain't going to fit. We're going to experiment and see if I can get these handlebars to fit that other front end. I'll probably fast forward it because I'm sure you don't want to watch me do this. You'll just see me do it like really, really fast. So, here we go. All right, guys, so what I had to do here is I greased up the bearings, put in the bearing, clean it all up, put new grease, reburied. I found the top for it here. This is damaged, so if I do damage this top, if I have to drill through it, I'm not going to worry about it. So far, fits under pretty good. But being that this is all Trail 70, this part I had to use for Trail 70 because this one's too tall. And I had to use, this one was way too tall. So the Trail 70 one I used here, parts. And now it's a little too high. So I'm going to loosen these bolts here and lower these shocks down to even out so it goes even across the front. And that should make that work pretty good. Then we'll go from there. Yeah, buddy. Guys, guess what? I get to use what Honda Ray had gave me. This metric ruler. Honda Ray gave this to me at Portland, Indiana. Well, today, I hate to get it dirty, but I'm going to use it. I know, guys, I got a weird angle going here, but the plate from the original, I just put it on there hand tight, and I got to drill holes to hold that plate on. And my metric ruler at Honda Ray, thanks Honda Ray again for my ruler. I'm going to go that from the end to the center is 40. From the end of that to the center of that is 40. So that should be pretty much even with these holes that are already pre-drilled and the ones I'm going to make. Okay, the progress so far, guys. I got all this on and mounted. It was drilled and tightened up the bolts. I just put this on. This is just in here. I have the front wheel just kind of sitting on there. The ST70s actually had a fender that mounted here and went over and was over this. Basically, what I'm doing here is a rat rod job here. So the rat rod's looking pretty decent. Maybe. I don't know. Do I have remorses yet? Not sure. Hey, at least I can put it back together. Just time. So I'll get the brackets going on for this because I want to mount this back on so it looks kind of cool. So it doesn't look so bad. Gonna mount everything else back up. Gonna put the throttle cable on, the brake cable, speedometer, and all this other stuff. I mounted the fender. It's dry now. Still on my hand. But I'm going to tighten all this up. Get this all tightened up and keep on going. Let's see what this sucker looks like. And, you know, when the time comes, hopefully it runs. Otherwise, it's just going to be something looking kind of cool. Alright guys, starting to shape up here. Yeah, the turning radius is going to be kind of short. I might have to trim this out a little more of this fairing. Now don't worry, this is not the fairing that was on here. This fairing is very brittle and old and cracking. It's junk. So I used the junk one. I want to use the original. I can probably cut this down a little more to get a little more. I want to drive it first to see where that stands. So my retro, it's not a Honda Passport no more. It is now called a Honda C Trail. I could call it a P Trail. Huh? Still got to move a couple things. Hook up the throttle. Hook up the choke. Let's do that. And then we'll get a view outside. Hey, well, there it is. I like it. This looks kind of neat. Hey, my rat rod. On this beautiful fall day. Oh wait, it ain't fall. But man, it feels like it. Woo, it's chilly out here. Okay, everybody, let's give it a ride. Since maybe now we'll start. This cute little thing. Actually kind of fun. Even Camera Girl is taking it for a ride. I like it. And it rides pretty nice. Doesn't actually bottom out. I still got to figure out a kickstand for it. This one still doesn't want to, I need a shorter one. And I don't want to cut this one. So I got to look through the junk pile and find a shorter one. So anyway, guys, leave in the comments what you think. Should I leave it this way or should I change it back? I like it like this. Actually, if you rode it, you would think this is fun. You know what? I'm going to leave it this way. I'll bring it to Portland next year. If you guys come to Portland, you get to see it. Maybe I'll let you ride it. Maybe. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Hey, you know what? Like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate that. And you'll probably hear the booms from Thompson. They're blowing stuff up with the military over there. Holy buckets, everything's shaking. Anyway, you guys have a great night. Have a great rest of your weekend. Talk to you again next week. We'll see what else I come up with. That's right. We'll see you later.